The market is turning red again, and not without reason. The monthly close and the weekly close have not been bullish, and I want to discuss that with you in this video. In addition, there are a number of important matters, on-chain and off-chain, that I want to go through with you to show you where we currently stand and that we still need to be cautious about being extremely bullish. Hey Topper, great that you're watching another new video. In this video we're going to talk about Bitcoin in the market, an update, because the monthly close hasn't been very bullish. Twitter was full of a bullish monthly close, but that's actually not the case at all. I will show you this in a number of charts. I will also take you through some important news, the ETFs. In short, everything you need to know about Bitcoin in the market again. Do you think that's cool? Like this video. Are you new to this channel and want to learn more about crypto, find more money with crypto? Then make sure to subscribe to this channel. And if you also leave a comment, you have a chance to win 100 USDT every Monday in the Crypto Journal. I will announce the winner of this. If you have Instagram or Twitter, you can give me a follow. You can find the link in the description. Alright, let's start with the content of this video. And that is the Bitcoin chart. Because what I had indicated in the community at the moment we were in this pattern. The interesting area to buy is $60.95. That's where we place our long orders. And eventually. I also posted this GIF and indeed showed it. It's true, it aligns. We have indeed had a nice bounce at this moment. It doesn't mean we can't go lower, but for DCA it's a very interesting buying opportunity, and that has now also been proven as we find a lot of support there. Furthermore, I have another long order at $66,700 where I am looking to buy in. And there is even one much lower at $63,000 should we get there. Because you can see that as we approach the elections, there is some anticipation. People expect that Trump will win. We have also seen a bullish rise for that reason. People expect a soft landing for the economy. And that is a bit dangerous because that is not necessarily the case yet. And especially now that we are facing that major resistance on the monthly chart of Bitcoin, it is quite dangerous to be super bullish. The more bullish the market is, the faster something can happen when bearish news comes out. And the higher the volatility often is. Because it is now being traded as if the best possible scenarios have already been realized, there is an increasing tendency to speak in terms of certainties regarding the soft landing of the economy and a new wave of liquidity, the victory of Trump. Well, these are all speculations. None of this is the case yet. So if that is not the case, the market could take quite a hit from it later. I will show you in the chart shortly how the monthly and weekly look, and it's not super bullish. Furthermore, do you want to make sure you trade on the best exchange during this bull market? Then create an account with BloFin via the link in the description. There is no KYC and you can have an account in under 1 minute. And I have arranged a $10,000 deposit bonus for you. So if you don't have an account yet, or if you do have an account and want to take advantage of that bonus, create a new account using the link in the description, deposit and make sure to also generate the volume to receive that bonus. Yes, further. This is the monthly chart for Bitcoin. So what do we see in this monthly chart here? The most important aspects are those two candles in March and April. So those two monthly closes here, they closed at around 71,455. You can see that last month, so October, closed much lower. It closed at, if I can get my mouse on it, it closed at 69,870. There is quite a large gap there. And you also see the upper side has been completely oversold. There is a huge wick at the top. So that means there is simply a lot of selling pressure and many sellers at the upper side. And so many bears. What is bullish about this chart? Of course, we had that bull flag, or that downward trend, or however you want to call it. In any case, that trend that is going down here. We have broken through that. We have made a new high compared to the previous highs and the previous candles. So that is positive. But further, to be really bullish, you want to see us break through that resistance at $72,000 to $73,000 and close above it. That would be the most positive outcome. Closing above that, coming back for a potential retest, and seeing that indeed the previous resistance now becomes support. Then I am indeed very bullish. And it looks good. And now you can see that new candle that opened bearish is already starting to turn bullish, and I expect a lot in Q4, especially if Trump wins. If the economy has a soft landing and the numbers look good, then it will be an explosive Q4. But just because the previous Q4 in the bull markets were so good doesn't mean that it is actually the case now. The chart does not lie. So, when the chart is talking, it pays to listen. That is very important, and you can see this very well on the weekly chart. We have broken out of that downward weekly trend. We have the previous high that you saw here at 68,268. We closed above that. We have come back for a retest. Very positive. But you see with that new weekly candle, so this week, it can still close bullish because the week is not over yet. But you see that it is currently quite bearish. It's a morning star candle, as you might call it. This often indicates a reversal of the trend. So we will see what happens, as long as we don't break through that resistance up top. I am still cautious with extremely bullish designs. On the other hand, Bitcoin ETFs are still positive. 32 million. How come that is so little compared to those other days? Fidelity, Bitwise, and ARK have sold an enormous amount. Additionally, BlackRock has repurchased 318 million. Nice. There is a big difference. Many large institutions and VCs are investing in this, but they are going risk off. Just before the elections, they want to calmly observe what will happen before they start investing again. That makes a lot of sense. Looking at those monthly returns, you can see that December in a bull market year is usually extremely good. And this is also interesting. Just in, Bitcoin is up 10% in October, when September and October have been green. Bitcoin has continued to rise for the rest of the year by about 31% on average. That would push Bitcoin to $91,000 by the end of this year. Very interesting given. In 2015 and 2016, you saw the same story. This December and Q4 are likely to be very bullish, and November is, of course, still ongoing. So it will be 2 bullish months if we purely look at history, and if we then surpass those levels here in the chart. This is interesting for a moment. The part about elections and crypto, does it matter? No. In 2012, we had Obama as president. We had the halving and then a significant bull market. In 2016, we had the second halving. Did Trump become president afterwards? Did we have a significant bull market? The third halving in 2020, with Joe Biden becoming president afterward, a significant bull market occurred, so whoever becomes president next, it doesn't matter that much. In the short term, you might see a lot of volatility, depending on who becomes president. But in the long term, with that bull market, we will just have a completely good bull market. And I want to conclude with this. When demand for gold rises, more gold is produced. When demand for oil rises, more oil is produced. When demand for USD rises, more USD is produced. When demand for Bitcoin rises, no more Bitcoin is created because it cannot be. Bitcoin is extremely scarce, so that asset will continue to increase in value. Well, that was it for this video. Hopefully you found it cool again. If so, give it a like, share it with friends and family, and see you in the next one. Adios.